one of the key memories I have, I remember trying a dress. One of my dresses, which I used to really love, and it had like a cleavage. And I tried it on in front of a mirror, and I remember at that particular moment is when I realized I actually can't wear those kind of clothes anymore, because I had had the mastectomy, and that is when it hit me. And that was I think more than a year after the mastectomy.
Yeah.
At that particular time, I fell apart, and I got into depression, because I no longer liked the image I was seeing, looking at the mirror. I couldn't recognize myself anymore. I felt like a part of me was, removed, and I can't do anything about it. I didn't have the options because of finances. Again, I didn't have the options of doing mastectomy and reconstruction at the same time, because, you go in with your breast, you come back out with something similar to your breast, so it kind of helps. But at that time, I didn't have that option. One of the craziest things which happens on these wards where cancer wards and queues, for me anyway, is that people don't do small talk. You just go, you jump into the question. So uko hapa juu ya nini, and
no
it's
small
easy.
talk
No
at all.
We will talk, but we will just dive into deeper conversations really quickly, and it helps. Because you'll find this person will tell you they're going through this and that, and then you'll tell them, when I was doing that, when I was going through that, this is what helped me. So you exchange tips, and it helps. And sometimes, because everybody is not the same and everyone has different perspectives in life, you will, of course, come across people who will tell you, like this particular woman I remember, who had also done a mastectomy. And so she asked me, I told her I've also done a mastectomy. She told me, are you married? She asked me, are you married? I told her no. Then she told me, hey, na una date? I told her yes. Kaniambia, hey, omba Mungu usiwachwe. So I'm just thinking, why so nikiwachwa, I won't be able to date somebody else.
I am not my boob. There's so much more.
Exactly.
Oh
so after I started therapy, I got a different perspective in self-love. And to date, I'm just thinking, you can't tell me anything about mastectomy or having one breast, which will hurt me. Because I am, at this particular moment, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with going to swimming with my bikini, and one side, one side of my chest is flat, and I'm okay with that. We wear prostheses. For, like what I'm wearing right now. And sometimes I do forget to wear them, not intentionally. I will actually forget, then go to the shop or supermarket when I notice somebody looking at me funnily. I'll be like, oh shoot, I forgot my breast at home, So it's at this particular moment, I felt it's important for me to share my story. Not just because I want to help others, but because it's also my way of healing.
That's true.
When I'm talking about breast cancer openly, when I'm sharing my fears, when I'm sharing my achievements, I feel more empowered, and I feel more at ease. And at the moment, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hey,
hi gorgeous.
You know what? Exactly. So it has, and I have come from far, and I know people are going through this, and that is why I also share my story, to just tell them that, you know what, you're not alone. And however you're feeling, whatever you're feeling is valid.